sure I put that on that video. That way, everybody can enter without going through a whole long Friday night video. I wanted to get that out there and get those answers and questions out there for you so you can get right to it. So, what's happening? What's going on? Happy Friday, everybody. Let me see if I can see y'all. Here we go. There we go. What's up? Oh man, okay. Hey, Nydia and Queen Conscious from Los Angeles, LA. Okay, I see you. Growing my veggies and stocking up for whatever. I see you. JB, Nikki, K Natural One, honeybees and basil leaves. I like that. Guava again. Guava. Guava. Uh-oh. Thank you for that. A regular guy. Regular gun guy. What's up, bro? I'm like, wait a minute. That looked too familiar. Now, you gotta know, I ain't got my glasses on, number one. Number two, a regular gun guy. Yo, bruh. I was watching your video, what would you call it? Fire or water? We're gonna have to talk about that. I wanted to chime in so bad, bro. But I'm a chime in. It was reasons why I couldn't, but I chime in. Just so you know, okay. They call me Count Glockula, okay. I'm just saying, okay. I got them guard dogs, all right. I got them Glockwallers. I'm just saying. You want to talk about people's favorites, okay? I'm just saying. Listen, mess around too much, end up with a little bit of glaucoma coming over here. Regular gun guy, man, that's just throwing you a little something. Come over here. They'll catch a case of glaucoma, if you dig what I'm saying. Sick them Glockwallers on them. Hey, for everything fresh and sassy. Hey, Rucker Homestead. What's going on? Y'all back in the house. That's good. Divine Order Dog Pits. Hey, bud. Let me see. I try to do the pineapple growing. Is about to happen. So far, everything look good. You know something? Who just said that? Dog Pit. I'm going to show you something real quick. I'm glad you said that. Let me show you something. I'm going to do a whole video on this right here. Hold on. I promise you. I promise. You know what? I have literally got tons of people saying the pineapple will not work for them. And all I can think is, what are you doing wrong? It's no rules. It's no directions to it. You cut the pineapple top off. You peel off a few leaves. Some people say, you don't got to do all that. You don't. You got to weigh. I got to weigh. Here you go. I got tons of these. I got all new pineapples all over again. Okay? And somebody said something about that defeats the purpose going to the store to buy a pineapple, to grow a pineapple. That just showed the intelligence level, right? I did that because I didn't have a pineapple. After you eat a pineapple, don't throw the dog on top away. Go plant it. This is one of the ones I planted in the video. Number one. Number two, I got one that's going to knock y'all out the box. Yo, I did this after that video, totally forgot about it. Look at the root structure on there. There's a lot of people they wish their hair looked like that, don't they? That thing look dreaded up, smooth, don't it? But that's not the dopest part about this. I forgot about this one. Look. It started growing a whole nother pineapple plant out of the side. Yo. Huh? So I don't know what people is doing wrong. They like, this is stupid. Why would you do this? I don't, that's dumb. What? Look, it's nothing else to prove. Yo, and here's another one. Here's another one. You thought it was over. Watch this. Look, right here. It got a whole nother plant growing. I don't want to spill this water. Whole nother new plant growing right there. I got two plants coming out of this one plant that ain't even touched the soil yet. I can't even get this out the jar. So what I'm going to have to do on the video, I'm going to have to literally break this jar, which I love this jar. I've had it a long time. But I'm going to keep track of this pineapple because it done some phenomenal things. Now, this is straight mad respect to Dan Permaculture Food Forest because Dan been telling me about doing this for years. Mad respect, Dan. Mad respect. So, I don't know how I'm going to get this out. The only way I can think without tearing off them babies is just I got to bust it out and then pull it down from the bottom. So, this is for everybody that said it don't work. Not only do it work, there go your roots. There go a plant busting out the side, and there go a plant busting out the top. I'm just saying, you could do you could say what you want to say. Now, I'm not here to call nobody, out or nothing. But I'm just saying, yo, it worked. I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what kind. See, people do too much and end up putting like, well, I put some Shasta water or some water from the Netherlands or something in. Like, what? What? I don't even know. You know what? I was going to say the Alps. And everything fresh and sassy, I seen your name and thought of sorry, sorry, dear. I'm sorry about that. The Alps. So yes, A Beautiful Nest TV. How you doing? A Beautiful Nest Home and Garden. You've changed it. Yo, when did you do that? How you doing tonight? That's a much better name. I like that. I like that. What's up, Slippery Rock? Boy, that could mean a couple of different things depending on what part of the city you live in. Depending on what part of the city you live in. So, yeah, I'm in here. Shirley Weems in the house. Oh, this is way behind. Oh, my God. Everybody in the house tonight say, how do you fix a drooping lemon? A joke went through my head that's inappropriate. Listen, that was a good one, too. You don't. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Once a drooping lemon, once the lemons get on the tree, they're going to pull it down anyway, okay? Don't try to do nothing to a citrus tree. Just let it do its thing. You just going to be wasting a lot of branches, cutting off branches and stuff. Let us, somebody caught that. Y'all caught that. Y'all wrong for that. Let it do its thing. Don't leave a citrus tree alone. Most of the problems people be having with citrus is they won't leave them alone. Man, leave it alone. Let it grow. They overwater it, underwater it, snip, snip, snip. You trying to snip it and make it shaped like a Christmas tree. It ain't that. There ain't nothing wrong with the tree. So I ain't got my glass on, so I'm going to bring you a little bit close to me. All right, Dan Permaculture Food Forest in the house, man. You see that pineapple, man? You know that was all you're doing. Say, got a 6-foot banana tree today for $29. What kind of banana tree is it? Is it fruiting or non? Let's see. Yeah, you say you came in for the citrus trees. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Feed them, water them, leave them alone. And I'm going to tell you this. Once you end up getting your tree start getting so big, you cannot keep the branches from rubbing. You can do the best you can do because when they load it with fruit, you do the best you can do. The best time to prune a citrus tree is when it's asleep. Because when it's loaded with fruit and you start pruning it, you gonna cut the wrong thing. Guaranteed. Because you think this branch might be in the way of this branch, but it's just loaded with fruit. How you doing, Sims of our lives? Let's see. Okay, let's see what we got. So it's always somebody. Okay, I bought a nectarine full of fruit. Now, if you plan on planting it and it's already full of fruit, oh, did you buy it and it was already full of fruit when you bought it? Because when you put it in the ground, they probably gonna fall off. Family Loves Media Services said that cold spell this week hurt my apple tree. That cold spell hurt all my stuff. How you doing, Oreo cookies? Oreo cookies. Wow. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody go to that other video and put your comment below and listen to the questions. Put your answer in the comments below of that other video that I just did a few minutes ago so you get a chance to win. Let me see. How you doing, Gloria Westmoreland? Thank you so much for that. It's always summer. I ordered some new trees from Logi's and ordered a pineapple guava plant. Oh, and my guava trees the Homestead Heart sent me is off the chain. I haven't taken them outside yet because I don't want nothing to happen to them. Hey, New Orleans gardener. What's up, T-Nog in the house? Thank you, assigned name. Assigned name. Y'all kill me with these names. Thank you, assigned name. How you doing, T-Nog? What's going on? Say, okay, let me see. Simply Agricultural Aquatic says, Sir Farmer. Sir Farmer. Yes, how do you know? Let me see. Because of you, I bought a vanilla ice cream banana tree, and my brother, I love it. I will post a video soon. Amen. And you know what? If you go over to Black's Tropical Homestead, her husband, they actually tasted the actual vanilla banana, the vanilla ice cream banana, the blue Java. They did a taste test of it. So if you want to see what it's tasting like or have some kind of idea, he just did a video not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. Go over to Black's Tropical Homestead and you will get a good chance to see somebody in the gardening community actually grew and tasted their own blue Java ice cream banana. Let me see how we doing. Hey, Jazzy Mama. Let me see. Yankee Sister Homestead, how you doing? Let me see. Got us 5 apple trees and Amish farm. I'm about to, King, I'm about to, Queen, I'm a Ghana. Let me see. I'm about to get these things planted this weekend. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. The weather been so crazy, it's kind of giving everybody a little cheat sheet. The weather just been stupid. You'll plant something and then it'll freeze the next night and you'll end up losing all kind of fruit. How you doing, little green patch 98? Queen Conscious. Just purchased 2 peach trees from Costco, $39 each. Both trees are 6 feet tall. Get them in the ground. Get them in the ground. Let me see what we got. It snowed in Illinois last night. Well, you know, I'm from Ohio, so it's going to snow pretty much all. I was about to say it always snow around my birthday, around April, so it's about to die down, but you already know that's fairly normal up there. How you doing, G, Alexa? I'm going to ask y'all a question. Have I ever been to Reese's Nursery? I've never even heard of it. Is it online or is it in a certain place or what? Let me see. Can you grow your pineapples indoors? If you make the surroundings for it, yeah, I guess you could. You can really grow anything inside the house. The question is, are you willing to make and build the actual environment that it's going to take for that to grow? Pineapples want heat. Are you ready to do that? Pineapples need light. Are you ready to do that? So then you will turn around and you'll be spending hundreds, if not thousands, on lights and water and all and heating sources for a pineapple. You can only grow so many in a certain amount of space. Is that worth it? So I wouldn't attempt it. Now, if you got like a heated greenhouse or something, go for it. Say, I'm in Colombia, just found them today. All types of everything, citrus and bananas. Okay, I'm going to look them up. I'm going to look them up. Let me see. Uh-oh, just received in the mail my kombucha kit. Hands in the dirt. Got your kombucha. You know what? Hands in the dirt. I can never see your thumbnail. And it's about 5 hands in the dirts everywhere. And I can never decide which one is which. I know my brother hands in the dirt because his face is his thumbnail. And that's the only way I know it's him. But it's about 4 other hands in the dirt that y'all might want to do something to distinguish yourself. I know a couple of them is just the letter. You might want to do something to distinguish yourself. I know you saying you the female now, but I don't know. Nobody can see your face. I can't even see what that is. Even with my glasses, I wouldn't know what that is. That thumbnail. Look, I'm doing the old man eyeball. You got me doing the old man eye. I'm gonna ask you this. Do you think how many people think that they do not need to? No, I'm gonna back that up. Because I don't want to go there. Here's the question. Do you call yourself a prepper? Why or why not? It's a good question. I can't tell you what to pick, Angela. I see a lot of no's. I see just a couple of yeses. Wow. I'm surprised. I didn't think it was gonna go this way. Oh, come on with your answer. Do you call yourself a prepper? Do you consider yourself a prepper? Yes or no? And why or why not? Okay. Woo. I'm just going to do this right. I'm going to start over here. Woo. There's no low level. You can't teeter-totter on the fence. Either you think you are or you not. Do you consider yourself one or no? Ooh, experiencing some people tell you stop trying to tip your toe in the water. Go on, either you dive in over here, you dive in over there. Do you consider yourself a prepper? I'm asking this question. There's no novice prepper. Are you or ain't you? Nope. Survivalist? Nope. I see. I'm going to get into that in a minute. Okay. Now, here's somebody said in training. Either you are or you ain't. Is you is or is you ain't a prepper? Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. Now, this I want to talk to all of the people that are saying no. All of the people that are saying no only. Why? For all of the people that are saying no, why are you saying no? For all of the people, I just want to hear from the no's right now. Why don't you think you're a prepper? Everybody changing their mind now. Everybody that said no said, okay, is it for you? Game Nerd Mom said prepper has a bad rap. Okay. Almost what was almost I can't almost Alice. You said you're not ready because you haven't started anything at all, because that's a good reason. If you haven't started anything, I get it. If you're trying, no, but I'm eager to learn, don't know where to start. Okay, you can be considered not a prepper. Everything fresh and sassy. You say no because it's nobody business what I'm doing over here. True. U.S. Marine Corps, you won whether you want to be or not. Let me see that. Let's see. Not enough supplies. That's your excuse? Is not enough supplies growing with Darlene? Okay. So I'm gonna Game Nerd Mom say when people hear prepper, they think crazy person. Well, you know what, Game Nerd Mom, that's true. And that is the way it was. That's the way it used to be. And I didn't consider myself a prepper either, because they get a bad rap, like you said. But now everybody is looking, everybody, even the ones that's been doing it for a long time, like me, are embracing the word because it's what you're doing. Here's the question. Here's going to change your word. Are you preparing for unsettled times? Are you preparing yourself and your family for adverse conditions? See, the word prepper don't mean you need to be in the Green Beret battalion, tango. That ain't it. Now, also, being a prepper does not mean you have to dig a hole in the ground and put a school bus in it and live in that. That does not. That's what everybody used to think. And those are the hardcore dudes that, for instance, when people used to ask me, are you a biker? No. I mean, I ride, but I ain't no biker. Right? Do you have a motorcycle? Yes. You call it a bike? Yes. See how that go? Cause see, in my mind, I'm thinking that's the word biker mean you part of a gang, do a lot of bad stuff, and that's why bikers get bad raps too. Because when you hear somebody's a biker and hear those words, see, that's what I told you. I hate when people play with words. They'll change your whole life about you just by switching a couple of words in one sentence. They can make one sentence turn to something completely different by switching around a couple of words, like the scramble jam on Soul Train. Right? If you wear a leather jacket, if you see me wear a leather jacket and a bandana, I wear bandanas all the time, always have. Am I in a gang? No. No. So when you're preparing for adverse conditions or you're preparing yourself for rough times ahead, we all know something is coming down the pipe, right? Everybody know. Everybody know. Homestead Heart in her video, she just said it, right? She just said it. If you don't know something is wrong right now, you may need to go lay on somebody's couch and have it and whisper in your ear a few minutes for an hour, okay? Because I promise you, if you don't understand that things ain't right now, you may need to talk to more people. You may need to get out more. You may need to stop watching TV and go out and talk to people in the real world. So I'm going to be honest with you. I know it sounds crazy. I ain't going to go there either. I know it sounds crazy, but you're a prepper. If you are preparing for adverse conditions or troubled times ahead, you're a prepper. Let me see. That's right. Home of everything fresh and sassy. Homestead Heart said it's all out in the open now. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. Everybody's like, oh, gas prices ain't gonna go up. Food ain't gonna be shortage. And power ain't gonna go out. I can show you all my clocks. My power go off and on so much. Oh, I just stop resetting them. I'm tired of resetting the clock. The only thing I can tell the time on is either my phone, my camera. I can't tell the time on nothing, none of my appliances. All that's busted. I'm gonna let that go for a second. Dan Permaculture Food for a sec. If you are preparing for emergencies like natural disasters, etc., you are a prepper. I hate to be the one to break it to you. Okay? I understand, y'all. I understand. You know, over time things change. You know, when I was growing up, a rainbow meant it's a pot of gold and a little dude at the other end of it. Things change. That's what that stood for. And some cereal. That's what it meant. If we follow this, we gonna find a little dude, gonna give us some wishes if we catch him, and a pot of gold. That's what it used to mean. So things change over time. So the word prepper changed too. Back in the day, prepper meant. I can't get that out of my head. Prepper meant the dude to dig the hole in the tunnels under the earth and put about 4 or 5 school buses in there and weld them all together and be living down there and waiting on apocalypse. I don't know what he thought that was going to do, but that's the kind of stuff it used to mean. Not no more. Not no more. If you're preparing, for troubled times and emergencies, you're a prepper. So, there you go. I said it. It's over with. So that's it, you guys. For the people that don't want to be one, sorry, but you are. Let me see. I got a blueberry tree today. How would I care for it, you guys? You may want to start doing some research on that, okay? Google that and start doing some research on it. It's so many different things, so many questions and answers to that. Let me see where we at. Disturbing about the power. Is that normal for my area? No, it is not. It's been doing this all year. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this is way behind. if you buy supplies when they say storm is coming, you are prepping. No, no. If you buying supplies, if you buy, you don't gotta buy. Listen, if you're buying supplies only when the news tells you that there's a storm coming or there's an emergency about to happen, if that's the only time you canning food, putting food away, if that's the only time you doing it, those people, honestly, true story, are that's the people that cause all the food shortages. Well, I ain't gonna say they're the only thing that cause the food shortage, but they make it so the food can't be dispersed evenly or fairly. Let's put it like that. Because everybody will go and wait to the last minute and just go and fight throughout the store over the last can of beans. All that does is causes violence. Usually, when people do that, they have more casualties in those stores doing that than the actual storm. Some people just being greedy. Some people just being in there just to be around the chaos. You know. Thank you, Tanya. And you tell her I said thank you. Let's see. I missed something. Say, you just stock up what you need and you buy as you use supplies. Keep your supplies rotated, topped off. It's called a working pantry. And you know what? Amen. I totally believe in just keep rotating your stuff. Just keep rotating your stuff. Somebody asked me, do I use gas additives? I don't. I just keep rotating my fuel. Just keep using it and rotate it. Your food that you canned up. Everybody asks me, how long do the canned food last? I don't know, because after a while you should start eating it and replenish it. Eat, replenish. So that way it'll always, it's always going to be good. You start put your new stuff at the back, pull the old stuff to the front, and eat it. Say, do you need to buy 2 blueberry trees so blueberry can make bait? You don't need to, but the more different varieties you have of a blueberry, the better pollination you'll get. So you will get more berries if you have more than one. Let me see. Ooh, butter. You ever had one of them ghost sneezes? He in here. That sneeze is in here. But he haunting me. That's right, everything fresh says. You gotta rotate. Victoria May, Life Unfiltered. Love your review of the solar power banks. Oh, we ain't even close to done. After I do this video tomorrow, it's gonna be a quick video, and just to give away some prizes. But I got something to show y'all. Any reputable place to buy trees online. You can. It's kind of late in the game, but you can go to Ison's Nursery. That's who I would deal with right now. Or what's my other one name down in Florida? Willis Nursery. The people who are prepared sit home when the news come on. They already. I don't go into those storms, because go through the store, that's a storm by itself. I don't go fight through them storms. Say, funny how we call it prepping now, and people used to call it living, harvesting food, preserving, stocking up, and supplies. That's true. It is what it is, though. Now, everybody want a label. Everybody want to be seen. So everybody want to fit in some kind of category. It's just the way it is these days. Thank you so much, Ann 4411. Say, my blueberry plant came back alive on its own. It's hard to kill a blueberry. I promise you it is. Thank you, Michelle. Sosa, thank you so much. I'm doing the best I can do with what I got. Do you sprout like broccoli sprouts, Led? Do you sprout like broccoli sprouts? I don't know what that question meant. Do I sprout like broccoli sprouts? That I'm gonna leave that alone. Let me see. I'm trying to get the. You know what? Microgreens. What about microgreens, Game Nerd Mom? And I saw you was in North Carolina too. You didn't call me. Because of what we have put aside, we are able to help new family moving in the area. I only had to buy one thing. Everything else was from our stash. Well, thank you for that. Need more power banks? They coming. Get ready. That's all I can say. Get ready. Say the last storm broke our bare root stem, my raspberry plant down. Your raspberry gonna grow back. They growing underground. How do you make banana cider vinegar? You make it just like you make apple cider vinegar. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It's the best vinegar out of all of them. I made the least amount of banana vinegar, and it's the best out of every other one I made. I don't even think I will make banana vinegar. I will always have more banana vinegar than I got apple cider vinegar. I have literally gallons of the stuff. Thank you so much, Lena. All right, Carol. You say you desperately need elderberry plants? Me too. Let me see. They both store carry warranty. I missed something. I know. You said the competition was so busy, I ain't had time to visit. Oh, I understand. I just saw you on the plane. Like, oh, I missed her. Never heard of banana vinegar. If you try it, if you make it, you'll realize it's better than apple cider vinegar. The smell alone it smell like candy, like Annihilator, but it'll pull your doggone eyelashes out too at the same time you sniff it up too hard. How you doing, Susie? Have you ever tried to grow corn? Yep, sure have. Tell me about heat mats for seed planting. I've never done that. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never done it. How long does it take for kombucha to be ready to drink? You know, I know what the instructions say. I know what the instructions say about how long it's supposed to take kombucha. Miss Craft and Stardusters, they said was it don't lie to me. 7 days, something like that. And then they start the second fermentation. Don't quote me at this very minute, because I don't do none of that anymore. I like it to burn all the sugar out. And I was going 10 days for the first fermentation to help it burn out some of that sugar, because I don't want no more sugar. And I've even pushed that back to 14 days. And I don't do no second fermentation. I don't need it to taste like nothing else. It tastes like apple cider. It tastes like apple cider after 14 days to me. Don't listen to me though. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I've been waiting 10 to 14 days before I drink it. And I don't do a second fermentation. I don't need it to taste like peaches and cream and herbs. I don't need that. I don't need none of that stuff. It's delicious to me the way it is. How do you make banana vinegar? The same way you make apple cider vinegar. So let me see. You can stick a straw in it if you like it. I don't know what that meant. Yeah, I've never used a heat mat, like never. Not even when I lived in Ohio. Just never. Just seeds are gonna come up when they're ready to come up. Thank you, Karen L. Thank you for that. Say, people in big cities take being fed by others for granted. Better get ready. Thanks for all the knowledge. Thank you, Karen. Because I've been trying to say that forever. And people get offended when you tell them if you live in them apartments in them big cities, it's not a safe thing. And then people get offended, and then I know. It's the truth, though. Yes, Patricia, you could go check it out. It's on a playlist, a whole Vinegar playlist. Let me see. What's up, Rich Brown? What's going on, man? Starduster 2. What's up? You changed your thumbnail. Okay, I see you. Let me see. I purchased 2 goats. I'm having so much fun. Let me tell you something. Who just said that? Lily, you purchased 2 goats. Let me tell you something. And I'm mad at Homestead Heart too. Y'all go and tell her I'm mad at her. Her and Mr. H. I'm mad at Homestead Heart and I'm mad at Mr. H. Cause they got goats and I can't have none. I wanted another goat since we used to take care of my neighbor's goats. What was it, 15 years ago? I want another goat so bad. Trust me, I've thought of how to sneak one in this neighborhood and get away with it. And every time I see her with them goats, I'll be like, yeah, I'm hating. I'm hating on the goats. And they man, listen here. Let me stop. I love goats, man. I love them. I want some so bad. But I'm gonna tell you this. I will have some soon. I will have some very soon, but I won't be able to show them on the channel. Guava. Just saying. I'll have some soon too. I just won't be able to show them on the channel. I'll show y'all some pictures of them though. Say you're not mad at them, you just a little jealous. You know what? We're going to say envious. We're going to say envious a little bit. Okay? So, I'm just saying. Because man, oh man, I want some more goats so bad. Let me see. So everybody that do got goats, man, I know you love that. I'm going to tell you this. The most I can do is chickens. If you do not have chickens, I think our chicken class start on the 7th. If you don't know nothing about chickens, most people do. It's not much to it. But everybody should be raising some kind of livestock right now. Everybody should. What do people get bunnies for? I'm going to let you Google that, okay? I'm going to let you Google that. Yeah, I'm going to let you Google that. Thank you, Nappy Medic. Said, take a sip of the Douce with me. I see it in the back. That ain't real Douce. This ain't real Douce. That's just Kool-Aid. That's just Kool-Aid in here. And I just put it up there for show. You know. I just put this Kool-Aid up there for show. That's just Kool-Aid. I could take a sip of Kool-Aid with you if it wouldn't hurt to have a little Kool-Aid. What beehive do you suggest to get? There is no what beehive. You get any. Go online and look up a Kool-Aid Douce. Just look up a hive and just get the whole kit. Don't go with the brand name stuff. It's all the same. Yeah, so Uh-oh. Game Nerd, Sharnice, Game Nerd Mom just told you what they do with rabbits. Say trademark, I'm gonna let you Google that. Cause man, some stuff I can't answer. Some stuff I can't answer. I'm gonna let people Google certain things. You know. Yep. Somebody said break through the wall like, hey, Kool-Aid. Oh yeah. Okay. You caught me off guard with that one. Okay. I'm gonna just take a little Kool-Aid. It's just Kool-Aid though. It's just Kool-Aid. The rain is stopped and the skies are blue. I'm gonna get my special Kool-Aid glass too. And oh, what a revelation. Man, I wish that song get out of my head. Every time I start singing that song, I know what it means. It means it's time for me to go visit my hometown. That's what it means. And I can't shake it. Let me see. Yep. That's cherry Kool-Aid. That's cherry Kool-Aid. I don't want too much of this Kool-Aid though, okay? Because I want the bottle to look nice. Let's see. We'll sit that there. Let me see what we got here. Walked in the Tractor Supply this morning, and all you can hear is the chicks chirping away. I was so tempted. Listen, I got so many chicks right now, I ain't even showed them. Let me see. Say you always got the wildest cups. Guava. Let me see. Kool-Aid needs to be deeper. No, it don't. Said drinking out the roof. Let me see. Thank you, Dominic. Said tomorrow have to strain a second batch of kombucha. You want to hear something? Lady Leg keep telling me to strain hers. I drink it like it is. I want all them good things in my guts. Everybody right now, who does not have chickens? Who does not? Thank you, Linda. Who does not have chickens? What kind of livestock would be okay to raise in an apartment? I'm gonna have you Google that one, okay? I'm gonna have you Google that right there. I'm pretty sure the answers to that is vast. I'm gonna have you Google that, okay? I can't hardly use my goat droppings. I can't hardly use my goat droppings. Our chicken love eating it. HOA won't let me have one, so I'm looking into a quail. HOA won't let you have a goat or a chicken, and you're looking into a quail. Because I guarantee if your HOA doesn't want you to have a chicken, they ain't going to let you have no quail. See, I don't have chickens currently, but I have it on my mind. Get it out your mind and put it in your yard. Get it off your mind and put it in your yard. Get it off your mind and put it in your yard. Do you process your chicken? When you say process, what do you mean? I'm gonna take that off of there, Ian, okay? I'm gonna take that off because ain't nobody sure of that right now. You have domestic dove bird over 100 birds. Doves. Ain't them like pretty pigeons? You got 100 doves? Where? Where do you keep that? I'm curious now. I'm curious. Doves are good eating. They're just so beautiful though. Oh, I would have a hard time. Town won't let me have chickens, but I plan on converting my shed into a coop tomorrow. Amen. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you right now. How noisy are they? If you don't know how noisy a quail is, you need to do some research on that. I'm telling you. Do your research before you go do it. Your quail got their own room. Oh, I was about to say, we got one, but I had to look at the thumbnail. No chickens allowed in my neighborhood. Okay, that we could change the subject right there. Right there. Family, you are not about to like me for what I'm about to say to you right now. How many people feel like they're being controlled by the man? How many people feel as though they're being controlled by the system? How many people? Show of hands, say me or no or what? How many people think that the system got us running around in circles? The system got us running around in circles. How many people believe that the system got us messed up? How many people? I missed something. I missed something. I hate doing this and then look at the video later and see my thumb all up in the streets. Okay, I'm going to get on with it. I get on with it. Listen. I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes we are our worst enemy. Everybody, I'm not saying the system ain't rigged for failure. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is sometimes we as people are our own worst enemy. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I've heard that they won't let you have chickens. They won't let you have this. They won't let you have that. They won't let you have this. They won't let you have that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You ain't going to like this. A lot of everybody up in here, especially if you utter the word HOA out your mouth, you made that decision. You made that decision. So you kind of did that to yourself. Now, there is a silver lining at the end of that. You're still free to change the outcome of that. Why are you still trying to hold on to something that's keeping you down? Now, we can't really affect the big system of things, but the little system that we created ourselves, that we literally invested money, signed some paperwork, and took the deed to this house, you put yourself in that situation. But the silver lining is it's not too late to change it. Who say you got to live in an HOA community? Who? Who? Because you like your grass being cut by someone else? There's lawn services for that. Because you like the gated community feeling, you can go put a fence around your own house if that's what you need. But I promise you, I'm not going to say all HOAs, but most of them, you literally are paying someone to take your freedoms away from you. What color you can paint your house, whether you can have pets or not. You might as well go move into an apartment because you got rules. You got rules. If you park your car too close to the tree, here's one that's solid for HOA. Trust me, I've been through this. At a certain time of night, all cars have to be parked on the driveway. No cars can be parked on the street in most HOAs. Your automobile has to be in the driveway. And in some HOAs, you're only allowed to have 2 vehicles in the driveway. Some HOAs say, we don't even want to see your automobile in the driveway. It has to be in the garage. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, and if you don't believe me, just go check that out. And here's the worst part. You pay them to tell you that. You are paying them or annually or monthly or as part of your deed or your mortgage. You are paying them to tell you what you can't do. But then you sit and say, I'm fighting the power, I'm fighting the system. Are you though? I don't think so. You got to start from the bottom and work your way up. If you really trying to get some of your freedom back, there's some people in here right now got an HOA. You can't have no chickens. What did that just do for you in a time like this? In a time that we're in right now in this crunch, what did that do for you? You can't have livestock. Listen, family, dogs make more of a mess and make more noise than chickens. One average sized dog will make more mess and more noise than 4 hens. That's my word. Anybody with chickens and dogs know I ain't lying. You might have chickens and a dog. You know I ain't lying. And after the dog poop, you got to get rid of that. You can't go putting dog poop on everything. Right? Chicken poop, it can feed your trees. In some HOA communities, you can't even have fruit trees. They want those crepe myrtles. They want the Japanese maple tree. It's only certain trees that you can plant and how many you can plant and where you can plant them at. No. Why give up? Why give up your the only freedoms that we got? You give them away. I did a whole video on giving away your freedom. They already taken it. Why would you keep giving them more? Why would you give them more? If you listen, you can live in a nice neighborhood, because I understand some people want to live in a nice neighborhood. You can live in a nice neighborhood. You can live in one where you ain't got to have security guards posted at the gate. You can, in the right part of town. It's sacrifices that you got to make sometime to get stuff done. Right now, people are more worried and more interested in looking cute or looking like a certain status than doing what you're supposed to do. For instance, I'm going to tell you a story that I told a friend of mine. This go out to my friend Kim too, my brother Kim, that I saw in the store the other day. Listen close to me. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was a line boss for a certain company. I was a line boss for a certain company. I ain't even gonna talk about that one. I was a manager for another company. I was a manager for another company. What was the difference between me, the cashiers, and all the other people in the store? What was the difference between me? I'm the manager now. I'm the manager of the store. What's the difference between me and them? You said because I get to tell them and instruct them what to, I ain't gonna say tell them because that's some slavery. And give instructions, trustworthiness, right? Because you gotta run the whole store. Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be honest with you. This is my word, this is my true word. There was no difference between me and them. Most managerial positions don't make too much more than the people working on the line. Most people in the store, the managers, ain't making too much more than the dude at the cash register or the dude on the line. The only thing he has is a title. If something goes wrong, on that line or in that store, the cashier gonna get in trouble, but so am I. I'm going to get in just as much trouble as him. You know why? Because the people up top is gonna say, well, you in charge of him. So what? But I'm the manager. Yeah, so you should be managing better. I can't control this dude or his attitude and stuff like that. You know, y'all gave him the evaluation. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. My point is this. I stepped down from that position. You want to know why? Because I get all the headaches. I got to come to the store and open it early in the morning. I got to stay late and close the store late at night. I got to stay here until everything is done. So I'm doing overtime, but I can't get paid overtime because I'm the manager, right? So I'm salary. So I'm staying here for free. My wife at home sleep. I'm up in this mug stocking boxes and stuff because I had to send all of the employees home. And 4 of them didn't show up. Now, I'm sitting here doing the math in my head, okay? And I'm going to say this too. Give me a second. For my drug dealers too, you got to do the math before you do dumb stuff like that. Number 1, count how many man hours you're putting in. Average the price that you're making in your pocket. If you tabulate all of your man hours, y'all up 60 hours, 70 hours, 48 hours in the trap. If you put half of those hours into working a job you don't want to, like McDowell's, I had to say that, you'll make just as much money. And you won't go to jail for it. Believe that? You won't even go to jail. If you put in them same man hours. True story, because people brag about I was in the trap for like 7 days. Okay, yeah, word. If you spent them same days, because trust me, at McDowell's, they will let you work as many hours as you want. If you put them same hours in at a burger joint, you're going to come out even. I promise you this. I promise you. So the math in my head was, if I'm making, just say, $1 more than that dude, and he got 1/3 of the problems that I got, and he home sleep with his girlfriend or his wife, and I'm still up in this mug doing work for free, it didn't add out. So all I could think to myself was, all I have is the title. I'm the one to get to wear the tie. I don't have to wear the orange smock. The funny thing is, I was like, I kind of like the orange smock. I hate wearing this tie. I hate wearing these church shoes. I would really prefer to rock the smock. I'm going to have to brand that. I would prefer to rock the smock. So, with all of this being said, what I'm telling you is some people just want to be able to tell you, I live in a gated community. You got the same problems, the same issues that everybody else do that don't live in that community. Some people just want to be married just for the sake of being able to tell their best friend, girl, I's married now. But he always letting your teeth out for fresh air, and you don't care about that. You just want the status of the marital status. You want to come to your family around Thanksgiving with your big shades on because your eye is leaking or is looking that way. You done cracked your eye so much it's hitchhiking. It always got its thumb out because until the doctor slip it back into where it's supposed to be. But you want to be married though. So my point is this. Is it just a status thing? Because right now we should all be trying to survive. We should all be trying to survive. We should not be sitting here still worried about our status and our images. And man, is you kidding me? And then they charge you to live in them places. That's the part I can't do. Right now, family, is the best time to be trying to purchase a house or land. Right now, it's sad but true because a lot of people end up losing their houses over this mess we've been in. This is a time to really be thinking mortgage rates is low. This is a time to really think like, you know, I always wanted that backyard. I always wanted me a little acre of land. I always get out of that condo or get out of that townhouse and then go get you a little house somewhere. Stop worrying about what people think about you. Like, man, I ain't got no big house and this and that. People gonna laugh because I got one story. I got a little what they call them, a gunshot house. Our problem is we so worried about what the next man think of us. You don't even know. They don't even care. They don't even care. You're trying, listen, we are doing stuff like one broke man is trying to impress and pretend to have some money to trick the other broke man just for respect. You want him, think about how far that respect gonna get you. You're trying to pretend to be something that you're not just to gain respect from the people around you. Now, it's all a lie, mind you, okay? You're trying to gain respect from all the people around you with this lie. Your fancy car, all this stuff you owe goo gobs of money on. The bills won't stop coming in, okay? When you go to the mailbox, you ask the mailman, why did you put these napkins in my box? He put a stack of them junks in there. You think they napkins. No, that's all mail, sir. Look through that. You know how you sitting in a restaurant and the waitress come, you guys need more napkins? Let me just change your napkins real quick. Just change your napkins. She take that big hunk, she jam it in that little dispenser, and she gone. That's what the mailman do too when you go out and buy all this crap that you don't even own. That you don't even own. Just to impress the dude next door, and he ain't got ish either. So he can give you a false sense of respect. But after a while, he kind of start figuring you out like, man, this dude is garbage. Now, once y'all fall out and he figure out you a fraud, guess what? You still stuck with all them bills. You stuck with all that damage. In the end, it's just you and the debt collectors. This is the time where everybody should be trying to minimize as much as they can. Get everything down to the very bare minimum. If you got a couple little bills lingering around, pay them junks off. Get them off your record. Trust me, get that off your debt. Get rid of your debt the best way you know how. The best way you know how, legally. Legally. I had to say that because I know it's some folks watching me ain't got right good sense. So I got to make sure I throw that in there legally. Get rid of your debt the best way you know how, legally. Okay, legally. The reason I say legally is because be like, yeah, you know, I do owe Fat Tony 40 large. If I just wipe him out, no, legally. Go have a conversation with Fat Tony and give him some bigger installments or something, but leave Fat Tony out of it. So, with that being said, family, get out, man. I don't believe in no HOAs for no reason. I don't care if, and every time you do one thing wrong, you get fined. So on top of your payment, you get a fine. Your grass is too tall, right? That's a fine. And it all depends on some little weird organization, community. Did they all gather together like they all having a damn seance in one of these houses in your neighborhood somewhere, right? They trying to conjure up the devil or something. Next thing you know, they're talking about you and they put a note in your mailbox like, yes, we'd like to have a talk with you about your goats. Listen, I can put a goat back here if I want one. If I want a doggone goat, I can have a goat. And can't nobody stop me. But out of respect, I know how much noise goats make, and I know they mischievous, and I don't want my neighbors to have to deal with that. So that's the only reason I don't have goats. But can't nobody tell me what I can and what I cannot do on my own doggone land. If you got a group of people that meet in some weird little creepy little house and have discussions about everybody in the neighborhood, that's the part. They don't always be going by laws and rules and regulations. They also go by, do they like you? These are the same people that live around you. They go and have these little discussions about, they got they got too many dogs in the front. He never cuts his grass. They have discussions about you. In one of these little creepy houses, every blue moon, they'll switch it and adjourn somewhere else and talk about you. Next thing you know, you got a letter in your mailbox. Man, ain't no damn way I would pay that. That's prison. Ain't no way. I understand why people want HOA. You want a little bit of extra protection. You want a little bit of extra lawn care because you may be by yourself or something. Man, that's stuff that you can outsource and go get your own house somewhere else without all that garbage. No way. And every time they find you for one of the problems and you don't pay, they put that lien on your house. If you think I'm lying, look it up. If you mess up and don't pay one of them fines, like the grass was too tall, your house ain't paying it right, or your mailbox has got the gangster lien, the numbers off your mailbox, whatever, your car was parked on the street too long, every fine they get and you don't pay it, they put that and can legally put a lien on your house for that. And you can't move out of your house. Well, you can move if you want to, but the new buyers going to see that lien on your deed. You have to pay that off before you can sell your house. If you don't believe me, go look it up. I'm sorry. No damn way. No way. It's certain HOA communities tell you you can't have a shingle roof. You can't have a metal roof. You can't have solar panels on your roof. You got to have a terracotta pot roof, a clay roof. It's certain communities you can't do whatever you want. I ain't saying go up there and build no damn space shuttle on top of the house, you know, or no one of things the pirates like to look out of. One of ahoy there, them little baskets up there. Oh, crow's nest. I ain't saying go up there and make you a pirate crow's nest, but I'm saying, man, I don't want them kind of shingles. You know, maybe I want a metal roof. Maybe I'm looking into solar panels on my roof. That don't go with that don't go with the code. That don't go with the code. And somebody's at the crow's nest, you know good and well, you done seen a house with a crow's nest on it like. This is what I thought when I first seen somebody with a crow's nest. This was back in Ohio. I wonder if they really go up there. Is that for looks, or do they really go up there? That was a long time ago. If you live in an HOA community, buy some land elsewhere, or use a friend's land or relatives to grow there instead of shit. You know what? I'm gonna have to say no. I'm gonna say, man, get out of there. God, get out of that. Get out of that situation, man. Get out of there. And if you don't pay your dues when the dues is due, put a lien on your house. If you don't pay your HOA dues when the HOA dues are due, they put that lien on your house until you pay in full the dues. Get out of there, man. Please. Do I need to start bees during a certain season? Do you have bees right now? If you guys live in apartments or HOAs, look for your local farmers, buy locally, and actually get to know them. What do you mean, little human? Look for your local farmers and buy locally. How is that going to help them get out of an HOA, though? Let me see. Community gardens, they do work, but, you know, they work. I would say if you're in an apartment doing a community garden because you ain't got too much of a choice, the people that live in an HOA, you got a choice. You're paying a mortgage to stay there. You don't have to do that. Think of all the money. This is what I want to say because I see a lot of HOA people in the house right here. It doesn't help get out of HOA. This is what I want you to do. If you are in an HOA, please do me this favor. You know better than I know. I want you to calculate how much are your dues over 10 years. 10 years of your HOA dues. And now add on however long you lived in your HOA. How many fines have you got? Just roughly tabulate that in. And then I'm going to say this. What could you have done with that damn money? What else could you have done with all that money? Because I know HOA fees is deep. I know they is. How many different things could you have done with all of that money? Something more productive. Hell, with the fees, the dues alone, you could end up buying another plot of land somewhere. Cash. 10 years. I'm just saying 10 years worth. Some of y'all 5 years. Whew, you could have bought a whole nother house. And I'm not hating. I'm just telling the truth. You know I'm telling the truth. You don't like it. You don't like it. But you know I'm telling the truth. I ain't told not nan lie right now. None. Let me see. Easy to sell if it's an HOA. So many people dying to move in. But you know something? A lot of people dying to move in an HOA I ain't gonna finish that. No, never. I just never. No way. Ain't no way I could do it. I just couldn't see on top of your mortgage, on top of your utilities, on top of all the bills you paying for. Then you want somebody else to cut your kids. You want them in school. You could have put your kid through Harvard trying to pay them fees just to try to impress. I need to know this. Why though? Why though? Is it because the house is nice? Is it because of the side of town? And then if it's something that you're going to name, my next question is it worth it though? You're paying for your peace of mind. You're literally paying for a peace of mind. You're paying somebody else to give you a false sense of security. You're paying a collective group of people that you don't even know. And they live right in your neighborhood. You might not like Jimmy down the street. You might not like Willis over there because some reason you don't care for her. But they're the ones that meet up in each other's houses every blue moon and discuss you. Ain't no damn, man, I get that for free. They meet up in the neighborhood and discuss my stuff for free. I ain't paying them for it. How many trees do you have now? None of your business. Have a nice day. Because they think when people ask you that kind of dumb stuff right there in this neighborhood, they ain't saying it in a nice way. They saying it because they being nosy. They're not admiring it at all. They're not admiring apples on the trees. They're not admiring the chickens in your cage. No, they being nosy. And if this was an HOA, my mailbox would look like it was stuffed with napkins full of mail and letters from them. No damn way. No. I seen a lady today pull up my street and just back up and look down Lemon Lane and try to see my chicken. Ain't nothing else back there. So I'm sitting out there trying to catch a swarm of bees. And I'm looking at her and I'm like, can I help you? She drives off. That's the second time this done happened. The next time I'm gonna jump on one of these bikes, I'm gonna follow her. Next thing, then you know what's gonna happen after that? 911, I have a big man on a little mini bike following me at high rates of speed. And then I gotta explain my case. Because I just want to know what you doing, man. Do you know if we was in the hood, would you stop at my house and look in my backyard? Would you do that? I don't think you would. I don't think you would. Matter of fact, I know you wouldn't. But since we in this neighborhood, it makes people feel like they can do what they want to do. Don't come over here, man. I will bite this piece of your ear off. Just this piece. So every time the wind blow, this little piece whistle. And it drive you crazy. You do that. Every time that wind whip past your face, it ain't tinnitus. And that's going to be a reminder. Damn, I remember lead bit the tip of my ear off. God, I hate on windy days, you wear one of the winter muffs that we used to wear up north. Because you know, it's going to remind you, oh, God, I should have just stayed on away from over there. Yes. So, anyway, we just chopping it up, y'all. And we just having a little conversation, that's all. Let me see. To me, a home HOA is like living in a mobile park that has permanent houses rather than manufactured home. Much better to have freedom to do whatever you want on your property. Let me see. Permanent. Maybe I'm misreading that. I might be misreading that. Yeah, I know what she's doing, but there ain't nothing you could do. I'm the only me in this neighborhood. I'm the only me here. So everything I do is peculiar. People, everything I do. I'm sure they had a whole meeting about me telling people don't let your dog poop on my grass no more. I'm sure somebody sat around having a seance on me about that. Cause that's what I be feel like they doing, meeting in them little houses. What was the name of that one movie? Light as a feather. What is it? Light as a feather, stiff as a board. What was that movie? All them little girls was doing that. They sitting around somewhere with one of them little boards, man, trying to spell out words, talking to ghosts. Mess around with me, man. Leave me alone, man. I'm here. I ain't messing with nobody. Listen. Here, I'm just like on YouTube, man. I ain't messing with nobody, man. I ain't. I'm just here doing my own thing, man. Yeah, that's the movie right there, The Craft. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. That's insane. But that's how I be thinking they in these houses, man, talking about you and stuff. Are those chickens? Them is ostriches. They just babies. Have a nice day. No, baby ostriches. They fresh out the egg. No, I ain't took none of the Kool-Aid, Leo. Kool-Aid still right there. Not tonight. Not tonight. I'm sipping my boots right now. Yeah, them is ostriches. They just babies. So, okay. So, anyway, that's it, you guys. Yeah. Any questions before I go? Because we've been on here, what, an hour and a half? An hour and a half. Let me see. They just can't keep up. Let me see. Right. Them ain't chickens, a new breed of pit bull puppies with feathers. They'll be out there burning crosses in my lawn with that. Let me see. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna take some questions. I'm gonna say this. Family, right now, you need to be as self-sufficient as you possibly can. You cannot do that in an HOA. That's what I should have said and just not had to go around the block with it. You cannot be self-sufficient. Let me back that up because people going to twist that up. How much harder is it going to be for you to be self-sufficient in an HOA? I think as many people that can right now. That's why every Tractor Supply, have y'all noticed this? Every Tractor Supply has been out of chicks this year. It's hard to find. If you go on a Tractor Supply and you see some chicks, don't even ask them what kind they is. You better get them. Because everybody is buying them up. They buying them up crazy this year because everybody want to keep chickens. And they know why. Because they went to, I ain't going to say the name of the grocery store. They went to the green grocery store with the P and looked in the meat case. Ain't nothing there. They went to the produce section and absolutely everything says it's from Mexico. Every little sticker on every apple, on every orange, on every avocado, everything says from Mexico. Don't it? The apples are about this big around. The apples look like plums. You don't, listen to this. Everybody talking about a food shortage, right? I'm going to say this. You know why I stopped talking about the food shortage? Listen to me close. The reason I stopped talking about the food shortage, because I saw something. I'm not going to get into that conspiracy crap, so let's not do that. But I'm going to talk about one thing, okay? Food shortage. We all need food. And some people say it's not a food shortage. People are saying it's not a food shortage because there is food on the shelves. There is food in the produce. There is food in certain neighborhoods. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay? Because I go to a store near me, it's fairly stocked. But I noticed something different though, where the supplies are coming from. Think about that. Normally, now remember, I live in South Carolina, in the South. Most of our produce come from right here in all of our stores. They ship some in, but we grow our own here, everything. So everything is, we proud of that here in South Carolina. Guess where most of our stuff been coming from for the last 2 years? Florida. Watermelons from Florida? Think about that. So my point is this. Yeah, there may not be a shortage in your store, but it kind of is. Because they're importing it from somewhere else weird. Now, with all the political crap going on, if one doggone line break, that's going to come crumbling down. Because what they're showing you is we don't have anything here. Every label you pick up an orange, you pick up an apple, Mexico, India, Mexico, look at all the labels. All them signs that used to be like proudly raised in South Carolina, them signs is gone. Local produce grown right here in the state of Carolina. Gone. I don't see them signs anywhere anymore. And the store, the green store with the P, is proud of putting that sign up. Our watermelons are coming from Florida. Who knows where they come from when they get to Florida? That don't mean they're being grown in Florida. They got to the shipping yard in Florida. And they trucked them from Florida to South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia. So, you see food in the stores, but it's not your food. And if one political problem happens, just one, that's going to shut all that down. Here's another thing why I'm like, this is why you need to be growing your own food. This is why you need to be go buy as many fruit trees as you can. This is why, even if you don't know what the hell you're doing, just give it a shot. I'm going to tell you why. Did you notice around the holidays, there was no food, right? Not just because it was the holidays. Wasn't too much food on certain shelves because, transportation problems, everything. We screaming transportation. We screaming fuel. We screaming politics. And we screaming the little stuff that's going around making people sick, right? That's where the food is going. This is why I stopped screaming about that and just make sure I grow my own I don't care what's going on out there. And I'm going to tell you why. Listen. Several holidays have passed. Several. I'm not talking about the big holidays that people is used to hearing. I'm talking about those in-betweeners. Okay? The in-betweeners. St. Patrick's Day and all that kind of stuff. Have you noticed, in the one where you dress up and go light pumpkins and stuff, have you noticed there was no food on the shelves, but every one of those holiday aisles was stocked. Matter of fact, they spread it 2 and 3 and 4 aisles deep this year and last year and the year before that. Plenty of stuff to make you look like a damn leprechaun. Plenty of stuff to make you be able to have your kids dress up like a transformer. But ain't no food. You mean to tell me you scooted all the food out the way so you could fit all this bullshit in here? this garbage that people gonna throw away after the party is over? You mean to tell me you sent a whole truck when gas is $1,000 for a tank? I was a truck driver, so I know. You filled a whole semi truck full of this bullshit, and it ain't no beans and rice down this aisle? I promise you, y'all, I did a whole video on it, and I didn't put it up because I didn't want people to take it down that alley. Because that's where I kind of went. Because I was like, yo, I'm asking the dude, hey, y'all, when y'all truck come in, when y'all gonna get some more rice? Yeah, I don't even know, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. He didn't know, so I went to several stores. Ain't no rice, ain't no beans. Okay. But as I'm walking out the store with an empty cart and no supplies, leprechaun stuff. Any and everything you can fix yourself to be a leprechaun. Or pumpkin day. Every time I'm walking through these stores, they spread it through 4 or 5 doggone aisles worth. You mean to tell me this year wasn't no turkeys? But it's a whole bunch of like tablecloths and all kind of napkins and place settings. Y'all brought all of the paper goods for the celebration, but you didn't bring the food? So you drove a whole semi truck here. Right, the rabbit day, the bunny day. Look around now. Easter eggs and everything, full about 3 or 4 aisles, little baskets. Look, they got little Easter baskets there. Ain't no food. The produce look like the produce section of most stores right now look like there was a bad comedian on stage and the Sandman had to pull him off because he got hit with a handful of tomatoes, a couple of heads of lettuce, an eggplant. I don't know who had the eggplant or how they smuggled it into the into the theater, because everything is so busted, disgusting looking, and sparse. It looked like the stage after a bad comedian done left. The produce section looks terrible. But you mean to tell me the doggone leprechaun aisle is full and the bunny rabbit aisle is full? Swimming pool stuff. Swimming pools. What is somebody gonna do with swimming pools right now? Everything, floaties, swimming pools, noodles. What? You mean to tell me you say, hey, sir, we can't fit another thing in. Well, give me those turkeys. Bring the forklift. Take those 5 pallets of turkeys off of the truck and put these Halloween costumes in there. We got to get this to Denver ASAP. Okay? Time's a ticking. It's the 29th, guys. We got to go. What? Take those 6 pallets, those skids as we call them on the truck. Take those 6 skids of the rice and beans off. Put some more of that leprechaun stuff in there. And beer. And green beer. So this is how I solve that. Grow your own, eat your own. You ain't got to worry about what the hell that weird stuff is going on in them stores. Period. If you are doing the best to grow your own food, raise your own livestock, purify your own water, you really, listen, I'm watching all the nonsense, but I don't care. See, I'm watching it, but I don't care. But I just want you to keep your eye on it too. I know you see what I see. I didn't want to bring it up, but I'm like, look, this is stupid. And don't be going and trying to do no Nancy Drew crap, trying to get to the bottom of the Blues Clues case and trying to figure out what government department doing this. Who cares? If you growing your own food, and you purifying your own water. You raising your own livestock. I got so many eggs in there. Yo, let me hit you real quick with the boom bam. 2 ticks. I don't even know how to do it. Look here. I kid you not. After we eat the salad, look, I gotta take these over to my mama, my sisters, everything. These is fresh organic eggs from my yard. You think that's something? That's nothing. I got 4 of these boys right here. And in the refrigerator, it's taking up my refrigerator. So I'm handing all of these beautiful mugs out. Guess what? How much would you pay for fresh, brown, organic eggs? How much would you pay? Let's not say how much would you pay. How much are they charging? I'm not paying anything. I woke up today and ain't even went out there to collect the eggs. Because I'm like, I'm running out of space. Imagine that. I only have 15 birds. I have 15 hens. Every day I get 15 eggs. Think about that. That's 30 eggs every 2 days. Like today, I missed a day. So tomorrow I'm going to go out there and it's going to be 30 eggs. Whether I want it to be or not. Every single day. And right now, I just bought more chicks. You know why? Because I need at least 30 birds. Because the way stuff is going, if things go back to, I can't say normal, if things calm down, I get rid of some birds, put them in the freezer. Other than that, we need as many birds as you can afford to keep on your property. I'm not hating on nobody that got a lot of birds. I'm not hating on nobody. Whether I like you or not. I'm not hating on nobody that's trying to make away livestock. Bunny rabbits. Black's Tropical Homestead got bunny rabbits. Whether you got bunny rabbits, you got chickens, I don't care, quail, I don't care, ducks, whatever you got. Who just said turduckins? Who just bought some turduckins today? I was watching a video. Oh, Starduster too. She bought some turduckins. I don't care what you get, turkeys, goats. I just named everything Homestead Heart got. See, in a minute, I ain't gonna be able to show you though. I'm going to have that stuff too. So, definitely family, do everything you can do right now. Let's stop worrying about what's going on TV. Do you see what you're doing? I'm not going to talk about nothing on TV. Please don't bring that dumb crap up. I got to be probably the only American or the only person on the planet that refused to watch what happened the other day on TV. I heard about it. I effing refuse to acknowledge that into my existence. The people that's even talking about it, you're helping distract others. And here's my proof. That's why I'm like, man, listen. You're helping others stay distracted. You're not informing them on anything viable or important. You're not. You're not. It has nothing to do with us or survival or what's going on, the lack of food, how much money you got. Nothing. Nothing. I won't even say the word what happened to that guy. I don't care about either one of them dudes. I ain't gonna lie. You got a couple millionaires playing games. Look, if I want to see that, man, I go down to the pool hall. I don't care. I care just as much about what just happened in the pool hall as I did on TV. If we keep paying attention to that garbage, think about this. No matter what the outcome is, was, or will be, it will not have anything to do with you. It will not affect you in the least, no matter what happens. The whole ordeal. Now, I will talk about this. An old episode where I'm going to say this dude, I don't even care for him neither. This dude that got these shoes, and he's a so-called fashion designer rapper, got on stage and disrespected that young girl that had won that thing. And he was like, I'm going to tell you who really should have won. We talked about that for years. For years. Please don't say his name. Please. Yeah, don't even abbreviate it, shorten it, nothing. Don't say his name here. He's just another part of that garbage to keep us all watching that. My whole thing to you, think about this. Now, that happened, a week or so ago, right? Now, dig this. I refuse to see. I refuse to open my eyes. That to me, it's like the devil. If you stare at the devil, you're giving him enough time to tell you what he needs to. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say. See, if you look out the door, if you look out the window, say, hey, so dude out here got a gun. I don't know what is you gonna open the door to see what this dude at the front door want with the gun? No. You're gonna pick up, that's what I did. I woke up, checked my phone, seen that, like, no. That's how we should treat that. Because just like the dude at the door that you don't know with the gun is no different than what's going on TV the other day during that show. It's the devil dressed up in two different ways. It don't even make no difference. You know why you know it is? Because it's going to keep your attention focused on something that ain't got nothing to do with you. Nothing. It's not going to help you at all, no matter. I want you to say this to yourself, no matter what the outcome, how will this progress my life? How will this help me? How will this put money in my pocket? How? Why? If you say so you can make a video about it and then string that garbage along, look how many more hundreds of people you just distracted instead of telling them to go grow some food. Who cares? I care about that as much as my friend will call me and be like, hey, yo, guess who was fighting at the club? Bruh, I don't care. What else you got? What else you got? I don't know why my phone still look like this. And you just can't do this no more. I don't care if they was fighting. Guess what they was fighting? I don't even care. I don't even care that y'all at the club. We all gray, man. You got gray hairs. Top and bottom. You ain't got no business in there, man. Let them kids go in there and act up, man. All those grown folks, man, come out of there. You got gray top and bottom. If you just at the top, maybe, a couple strands here and there, maybe you'll be able to get away with it. When you got gray top and bottom, the attic and the basement, man, come out the club, man. Come out of here. Because every now and then you're going to run into one of your grandbabies or something, Hey, Mima. Oh, hey, baby. Hey, how you? Look, don't tell your grandpa I was here, okay? Don't, man, all them situations. That start family secrets and bullshit, man. I ain't even going to get into that. I ain't even going to get into that. Next thing you know, hey, guess who was at the club last night? Who? Right now? Nah, you gonna die on this one, son. Grandma. Why your grandmama ain't had no clothes on? She was all wrapped up around some little young tender. Dude, cut it out. No, 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 I'm serious, man. I took a snap. Look, man, I took a picture of that. I couldn't believe myself. I thought it was, I thought it was the Duce talking. I don't never want to be like that, man. I don't never want to go in there and I'm getting my groove on and I bump into the back. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, God, you're fine. Oh, my God. It's my baby girl and my daughter. Dad, what you doing? Huh? Nothing. Look, your mama said you might need a ride to the house or something. I don't know. You need a ride? No, I drove. Okay. All right, then. Bye. Have a nice night. Here's $50. Shut up. Don't tell your mama. I don't want to run into them awkward situations. Those are distractions, man. Nobody. Why is that on the Weather Channel? It done made it to CNN. It done made it to NBC. It done made it to them two ones I can't stand in the morning. And now, man, there's been a storm. It's going to slap the East Coast in the... It's going to slap the East Coast with a horrible threat. You thinking like, oh man, I'm thinking like this. I better go ahead and do a video and tell people a storm is about to slap us. Then you see that garbage like, a storm is coming to slap the East Coast with all its might. Distractions. I missed out on purchasing something for my garden the other day because I refused to look at my phone and I missed a call. I refused to look at it. You know good and well that garbage shouldn't have been on the Weather Channel. Ain't nobody talking about growing some food. Growing your food right now should be on every channel in America. PBS, the Weather Channel, Explore, Animal Planet, man, every channel, HBO, Cinemax, Netflix, they need to have a special card, grow some food, or else everybody should be like, what is this with this grow this food stuff? What is nobody care. Nobody care until it's too late. So, I'm sorry. Was I raving? I'm sorry, y'all. I kind of went off on a tangent. I'm going to get out of here. I'm gonna leave y'all alone. We've been on here forever. It's just, man, oh my God. We are our own worst enemy. We put ourselves in situations and then we blame it on other people all the time. We do this as people too. You get yourself, and you, listen here. It's even people, I ain't gonna do that. Folks mess around and step in something that they can't get off their shoe. And then they'll blame the turd. What? Guava. Jackass. You step in a pile that you can't get off your shoe. You saw that. You saw it. And you know good and well what it was. You knew exactly what it was going to smell like. You got a kind of an idea. You stepped in it anyway. You can't get it off your shoe. Now you're going to blame the turd. So, anyway, we got to do better than this, family. Think about it. You just get out of your jacked up situation the best way you know how. If you don't know how, it's channels right here on this platform that can help you get out of your situation. Financial, marital, spiritual, It's so many channels here on several platforms that you can really learn how to get yourself out of some of these jams that we got ourselves into. We don't watch them, no. We like to see the latest tic-tac dance or the newest. Is ice bucket challenge still a thing? Planking, is that? No. For the life of me, do me a favor. How long was people doing the ice bucket challenge? That's perfect. Hey, Black Tropical Homestead. How many years was people doing the ice bucket challenge? How many years was people doing the planking thing? Not knowing where it's from or nothing. How many years did we watch people walk on them milk crates? What did it show us? What did it teach us? I'm going to tell you what it taught you if you don't know. You just wasted years of your life watching a bunch of jackasses do dumb stuff. It will not enhance your lifestyle one bit. I stopped watching stuff like that, and I bring this up all the time. I stopped watching stuff like that because the last thing I watched was this dude jump off of the roof of a house. I bring this up all the time. Jumped off the roof of a house and jumped in a frozen pond like he was going to crack through the ice. And all I could think to myself was, he must be the cousin from Florida that's visiting here in Ohio and don't know ice is like concrete when it's cold. Ice is literally like concrete in the winter. Why didn't his northern cousins tell this southern boy, don't jump off the roof of your house into the frozen pool? I sat and watched that whole thing, and all I could think to myself was, for the rest of this boy's life, he is ruined trying to get views. He ruined his entire life because he felt every storm. Ever since that video, he feel every storm that's brewing. He even felt that hit that happened on that television program the other day. He could feel it because it was a storm. I told you, that slappers, we're going to get slapped from the east. You better take cover. Thank you, Susie. He can feel other people's pain. He literally jumped off that house and gained a superpower on his back and his spine. If he ain't in a wheelchair or paralyzed, if he is still walking upward, he can sense your despair. That's how much he is in such pain, and he probably on so many medications just to fight that pain. Do you know when you have a spinal injury, you're going to be taking medication for the rest of your life? That was the last stupid crap I watched, and I refuse to watch anymore. Because that night, I never forget, was I still living in Ohio? I never forget this. I felt bad for the boy. And all I could think was, the rest of his life is going to be horrible because of one simple video for views. Did it go viral? Yes, it went viral. Did he make some money? I'm sure he did. Is it enough to fix that backbone? No, not even close. That's the last time I watched stuff like that. That let me see, like, oh, humanity is going mad. Thank you, Kimberly Atkins. Say, started my apple cider vinegar, vinegar and pineapple vinegar. So, and my kombucha in the mail. All right now. Thank you, Kimberly. Think about that. That was one of my wake-up calls to be like, humanity, we done lost it. That show Jackass was enough. But I think they were just all high. Some of these people are Some of these people are normal people, just ridiculous. Do anything for views. Anything. I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna say one more thing. That anything for view thing. There was a young lady. There was a young lady fairly recently. She was a I think like an Instagram or a TikToker. Hey, blind guy, his wife in their life. How you doing tonight? It just lets you see what people will do for views. I'm not saying this was the young lady's fault. The young lady used to have one of those platforms. She was a big, I'm going to say Instagrammer because I don't know which platform it was. I went, and once I saw the news report that she was killed. Once I saw that, you know what I saw? I went to her channel because they was putting up pictures of her. I went to her channel to see what is this all about. Every single picture of this young lady, rest her soul, she had no clothes on. Doing provocative things. I'm not saying just because she did that she deserved what she got. No. So don't get it. Don't hit me with that. I'm saying what I usually say. You're not just entertaining normal people. There's always a shark in the water too. Just remember that. She had millions of followers. You mean to tell me you have naked gyrating around and you think out of 1 million subscribers, you don't got at least one lunatic in there? You don't think you got one? Just saying. It's like any people do anything for views. Anything. Had a young man, I talked about him recently. His last viral video was him expiring himself. You want views so bad that you want your last moments on this earth to be for views. That's where we are now. That's the world we live in right now. That these, not just children and adults, that you want views so bad. To me, I'm going to call it, from here on out, I'm going to call it the Daffy Duck routine. The Daffy Duck routine. You know what the Daffy Duck routine is? If you ever watch Bugs Bunny growing up, you know what the Daffy Duck routine is. Bugs Bunny, soon as Bugs Bunny come out, the crowd go wild. Daffy Duck come out, crickets. Bugs Bunny just show his ear. The crowd go wild. Daffy Duck come out, crickets. Daffy Duck said, okay, I'm going to get it this time. Daffy Duck swallowed some TNT, some gunpowder, shook all that up in his body. Some nitroglycerin, shook all that up in his body. Y'all know, right? You've ever seen this cartoon? And went out on stage and swallowed a match. Okay. The crowd went wild. And Bugs Bunny told Daffy Duck, come back down. You got a standing ovation. They want to see you. Daffy Duck said this. Yeah, it was a great trick, but I can only do it once. See, when I was a kid, that was just funny to me. But it had meaning. Meaning that I'm literally telling hundreds of people right now in my adulthood. We want views so bad. We want recognition so bad that you will literally sacrifice your happiness. You will sacrifice your peace. You will sacrifice your life just to have more views than that guy. You don't care how it destroys you. You don't care how it destroys your family. You don't care about nothing but the views. That's what world we live in right now. Guava. So think about that. We live in a world. We live in a world where we've all been locked in the house for about good 4 years. And now everybody is kind of starting to merge outside and see each other in the stores and stuff and can converse. We all been on the internet for so long and only on the internet talking to one another since we've been locked down for 3 or 4 years. You don't know how to talk to people. These young kids, they don't know. Think of now, imagine you got a preteen. When this all happened, they was 11 years old, 10 years old. That kid been locked in until he got pubes. He got hair on his face, or she got hair and she got nails. And you think about this. While a lot of our children been locked in the house, they turned into different people. Where they're supposed to be turning into different people out there and absorbing all the knowledge and experiences out there. No, they absorbed all of that garbage right here on the internet. So with that being said, I just need you to think about that deeply for a second. With all of that being said, think about this. Y'all want to know why so much chaos out there? Because everybody now are talking to one another in person like you would talk to somebody on the internet. These internet warriors. Oh, this is what I'm going to do to you. I got it like this. Come over here. This is what happened to you. You think you this, you think you that. Right, right. You can say whatever you want to on these keys. A lot of people is doing that. They don't know the difference between the internet and reality. So what is happening out there in those streets? Whether it's about the police or it's a normal fight, you know what's happening? People is getting their doggone corn creamed. They out there getting their teeth let out for some fresh air. Like you open one of them old painted windows, I will chip your whole tooth out. Because this ain't the internet. This ain't the internet. I'm telling you. Mugs is getting smooth creamed out here because you think you're going to come up in somebody's face with all that rah-rah garbage. It's not going to work. Some people, man, you don't know who you talking to half the time. This dude probably just got out of prison for killing another dude for talking to him the way you talking to him. You better start asking who you talking to first. People coming out here running their mouth with all that garbage, you don't even know, man. You know what you know of this person from the internet. Huh? The only thing you know about the person you watching is through this screen. You don't know nothing about them people. So when you see them in real life, tread your water carefully. Approach them. Try to look at it now. We think of it as the olden times when we greeted each other with a hello, nice day, how do you do? Right? Because, you know, if this was olden times, I always see stuff coming. I see stuff coming. When you standing in line in the grocery store, you see the tension throughout the whole grocery store, right? And sometimes I just want to take my coat off. And my wife done stopped me from doing this one time. Take my coat off and lay it on the floor in front of this woman, right? She talking crazy. What you about to do? I'm about to take my coat off, honey. For what? I'm about to put it and lay it down in front of this woman. For what? Because back in the olden time, when this woman was about to step off the curb, off into some bullshit, it was polite for a gentleman to lay down his coat so she don't get her boots damp. Cause she over here tripping. She about to step all into that bullshit. So I'm gonna lay my jacket down because I'm a gentleman. She said, boy, put your coat back on. Boy, put your coat back on, stop playing. I'm telling you, man, the tension is too high. The tension is too high. Look, do it like this, milady. Cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna jump all in your stuff, man. You come over here with that boo, man. Don't come in here with that garbage, man. Everybody think they can say whatever they want to say, however they want to say it, and there's no consequences. Huh? Ain't no consequences for your mouth. It's always gonna be some consequences. However they end up getting you. But don't ever do nothing and think it ain't no consequences and repercussions behind it. This ain't the internet. We back out in the real world now. We slowly emerging like we some of them damn July flies, what they call them, June bugs. We emerging like locusts. They've been buried for 4 years. Wasn't last year supposed to be the year of the locusts or whatever it was, the year of the, what's the July fly called? You know what I'm talking about. Think about that. We emerging and we coming out here with that garbage. What you think gonna happen, man? Some of us ain't new to this, and some of us ain't listening to that, man. You gon' mess around and get your windows raised in your mouth if you step to the wrong person with that garbage. Period. These kids want to have conversations about that. Grown folks, man, real grown folks I don't feel like talking to you about what you think you know about me. Anyway. We just gotta slow down, fam. Japanese beetle, that's one of them. Japanese beetle. I'm gonna take that out. I don't like that word. But yes, everybody, I'm gonna leave y'all alone. It's Friday night. We supposed to be having a good time. Everybody, don't y'all want to go enjoy your family? Go relax. See, let me see. Cicadas. Man, I couldn't think of that word to say in my life. Could you do a chicken update video? I actually have videos that I've recorded that I'm going to release to go with the rest of the videos. I got to get that out too because it go with the chicken class. So I just got so much stuff on my plate. See, that's why I refuse to go back to HR. I'm not telling anyone to wear... But that's, Phyllis, I'm gonna take that down because that's your own opinion. You ain't gotta, that's up to you. Yeah, that's up to you. That's personal. I had to remove that because that was personal. Let me see. Say, I was just getting ready to ask about the chickens. How often do you let them come out the cage? That's completely up to you. When you get some chickens. Matter of fact, they should really always be out. It's hawk season. Every day I come out, red-tailed hawks are mating up in the air. So I've been keeping them on. I can't afford to do that. I don't want nothing to happen to my chickens. If I'm not gonna stand there all freaking day, I can't afford to lose no birds. Not from no hawk. Do I ever make my own beer? You know what? I got a bunch of beer kits and I've never made it. I've only made wine. All right, I'm going into questions now, and then I'm going to get out. Anything to do with learning how to be more self-sufficient, I'm with it. Cooking, growing, preserving, I'm on it. Amen, Black's Tropical Homestead. Amen to that. Let me see. See, I think they meant don't want to get up trying to enforce man. Oh, okay. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what was going on. I told you when I don't read something right or the punctuation is off, I just kind of I dip on that. How's the honeybees? They're great. Have you got your bees yet, Mama Bear? Let me see. I've made beer and wine both. I like making hard cider. You know what? I'm gonna tell you why I've never really gotten into making beer. I know how to make beer, but I've never done it. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because man, that yeast is bad for you, man. You know what? I don't even drink beer. I haven't had a beer. I can't even think how long. I have not drank a beer in years. It just, man, that stuff. You think liquor is bad or wine is bad? That beer, man. Whew. So my son is embarrassed by all of the food I've bought. By all the food you bought, he doesn't want his friends to see it. He wants to throw it away. Well, tell him meet his friends outside. Tell him when he get a house, he ain't got to put no food in it. And then he gonna be coming to his mama house to borrow some beans. Say, I'm saving for your future, boy. I'm saving for your future because when you finally get old enough to get out, I promise you will be here begging for food. All kids do. Whether they in college or they just moved up the block. Hey, yeah, I was just trying to see if y'all ain't got no hamburger meat, do you? How do you keep the birds from birthing in your soil of I don't know what that question is. Birthing in my soil. What? Yeah, that's a good one. KG said, let your friends feed you. See how that work out. See, I have a crawl space and no vapor barrier. Should I rip up my floor and grow food in it? Yep. Yes, you should. If I was you, I would. Uh, 54 and still stop by my mom to see what's cooking. Man, I'm pushing 50 and I do it. Hey mom, what's smelling so good? I can smell that all the way out in the parking lot. I mean, I just told my daughter today, true story. Like, I got one son I gotta keep calling to see if he alive, and I got one daughter that I don't know if she really truly moved out. I look up, there you go. She might be here now. Hell, if I know. Getting food. Why are you in my refrigerator? This ain't our refrigerator no more. This is mine. Oh, I just thought you didn't want this. Dad, this milk might be going bad. That's okay. Let it go bad at my house. You sure? Because I can. No, you let the milk go bad at my house. Put that milk back. You got all these eggs. Them is my egg. Put them eggs back. I was just coming to borrow. That's the word. I was just coming to borrow. You ain't borrowing nothing because you ain't giving nothing I give you back. You ain't giving me no money back. You ain't giving me no eggs back. You ain't giving me no milk back. I would love to see the day that my daughter brings back all of the things she says she borrows out of my house. Can I hold that 500 that you borrowed about a year ago? Please. Your kids he gonna be all right. He gonna be all right. Say growing Zanae Johnson say growing all year round. I don't get the distractions to do. I mind my own business. And you know something, Zane, I'm gonna tell you something. What you just said was so wonderful. Because if you too damn busy trying to get your food tightened up, get your livestock growing, get your garden growing, if you so busy doing that, man, when do you got time to sit and watch millionaires fight? When? Let me know. And what is it how is it going to enhance your life? You already know, Britt Mai. So if she bring it back, I'm a rich man. Hey, if she bring it back, I can retire. If she bring back what she owed me, I can retire. I kid you not. I'm good after that. I'm good. Like, oh, all of this with interest? Oh shit. I call my job like, hey, yeah, this is Led. Put the manager on the phone. Hey, Led, how you doing? Hey, yeah, I ain't coming back no more. All right. Have a nice life. I wish. Yes, they are. Joshua loves you 42. Oh, that's a good one, KG. If you do not have a dehumidifier, please, you need to get you one. If you want free water, go get you a dehumidifier. Pull the water right out the sky. You can get a cheap one if you want it. I got a couple cheap ones, small ones. Get you a big one. Just make sure it collect water. I have never planted a tree. Any advice for a Chicago fig? It's so doggone easy. Figs will grow in cement if you let them. It's nothing much you need to know. Just do a little research, Google it real quick, and just, if that's what you want, a Chicago hardy fig, that's one of the best first timer type of trees to grow. You ain't gonna have no problem out of that. No disease, no nothing. So I say just go for it. Dig a hole, put it in the hole. Leah, how long would you say it takes for a pineapple top to sprout after it's removed? I don't know. What do you mean after it's removed? I tried what you did in your video, and for some reason it never sprouted. You know, to grow a pineapple take about 2 years, and sometimes even longer than that. I got a lot of pineapples, but you only saw one. A pineapple, and then most of the time, if you grow them like in a container, they only get so big they just look like a little baseball. So yeah. Leah, do you have a wheat grinder? Any recommendations? I do, but it's manual. I have a grain grinder and it's manual, and I showed it in one of my canning videos. You can either go cheap, which I did, which I regret, or I would say spend some money and get a finer, where it can get the powder. If you're looking for something to make flour, like corn flour, wheat flour, you're going to spend some money, because those are the ones that can turn that stuff into powder. I'm going to end up doing that because that's important. And I went cheap, and I tried to grind up some corn. The finest it could get was like grits, you know? And then you start banging it with a hammer. Then you defeat the purpose. Just all stupid. You're going to end up spending a little money on a good grinder. So what about twisted 2 variety apple tree, Washington, D.C. advice as the fig tree? Same advice as the fig tree. Yeah, pretty much. Just please do research. I can't answer that in just a quick little question answer. But I'm going to tell you this: for everybody that's actually buying multi-fruit trees, there's something that you don't know. If you're buying multi-fruited trees, grafted trees, where it'll be like a red delicious apple and a green delicious apple and yada yada yada, you need to check into each one of those apples and see their disease factor. If you end up getting a multi-grafted tree where you got a Granny Smith, red delicious, yellow delicious, and all these other kind of trees or fruit or peaches, it don't matter. You need to look at the disease and the growth rate, because you'll end up having a red delicious big gigantic trunk and a little thin Granny Smith trunk, and you have to keep cutting this red delicious, and they keep getting big as a doggone baby leg, and this doggone green delicious Granny Smith is only this big. That's number one. Number two, you may end up getting one of the varieties of multi-grafted trees is highly what's the word I'm looking for? It get disease a lot. It gets fire blight. It gets apple scab. It gets everything. The other couple of apples is good. So all you just did was you bought a tree. You paid all that money, and one of these trees is whack. You're going to end up getting rid of that. That's number one. Number two, if you buy a multi-grafted tree, if you buy one, stick with me. If you buy a multi-grafted tree with all these different kind of apples or pears or peaches or plums on them, when you're pruning your tree, you may lose track of the tree. Is this part of the Granny Smith? Is this the Red Delicious? You may prune a branch off that look bad or something, or crossing another branch. You may cut the whole Granny Smith off. You may cut off the whole Red Delicious. A lot of people is doing that, like, I keep getting Granny Smiths, but I ain't getting no Red Delicious. You probably cut that off a year or two ago and don't even know it. Because people so quick to be pruning their trees, you'll cut your whole stuff off. So, my avocado just hit 3. Now leaves are turning black. Do you think I overfed it? I don't know. I would have no idea. I would have to see what you did. I don't know how much you fed it. I don't know how much you watered it, so I wouldn't know. Let me see. I didn't get a chance to put it in the dirt like he did in the video because it didn't sprout and the top got moldy. I thought it was done, so I threw it away. I've been there. Saw a small grill for like $22. Might buy it tomorrow. I must have missed something. I think it's time for us to say goodnight. Everybody have a wonderful night. I want to say thank you to all the people in the room tonight. Thank you to all the moderators. And thank you to everybody for just being in here, hanging out with me. Let me pour my Kool-Aid back. You know, ain't no need to waste good Kool-Aid, right? Pour my little Kool-Aid back in there. You know a poor man do stuff like this right here. That's what a poor man do right there. Pour that Kool-Aid out. Everybody have a wonderful night, all right? Thank you, Black's Tropical Homes there. Thank you, Brit My Game Nerd Mom. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you. Thank you to everybody that was in the Greenhouse Lounge tonight hanging out with me. We were just chopping it up. This wasn't no real yada yada. It was just chopping it up. So I hope we all had a good time and we all kind of learned something. Just the whole basis of this whole thing. Focus. I don't even like the words Don't be distracted. You know why I don't like that? Because it's just played out. It just people use it for the wrong thing. I'm going to say this. Focus. Focus. Tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. You know why they got them blinders on a horse? Because them horses, you don't know that they get distracted real quick. They get spooked real quick. Look, oh, a rabbit. Oh, what is it? Be like that horse, man. Put them blinders on. Focus, man. Eyes straight ahead. Focus. Because if you keep on turning your head to all this nonsense, you won't get nothing done. You won't get nothing done. All right? Everybody have a wonderful night. Live Farmer 73. I love you. And I'm out. Tomorrow, I will be giving away some prizes on the video I did before this. I'm going to link that video onto this video. So be looking for that. This is a long video, though. So just scoot to the end if you don't want to watch it. Live Farmer 73. I love you. Have a wonderful night. And I'm out. Focus.